Hello. I'm sorry the microphone is so high.
I'm really short, so it's okay.
Hey, who are you?
I'm Jessica.
Sorry, I came at you really aggressive there, Jessica.
Hey, how'd you get in here?
Jessica, you have asked a question about a boomerang.
Yes.
So let's get into it.
Okay, so my dad, when he was in Vietnam, he went to Australia afterwards, and he got 3 boomerangs. And his friend said, oh, I know how to throw them. And he threw 2 into the woods, and they never came back. So my dad brought 1 back, and he covets.
Hey, your dad's friend sucks.
Yeah, what a dingus.
Hey, did you have the option of after you did Vietnam to be like, can you drop me in Australia on the way back? I'm actually gonna kick it there for a second.
I would love to grab some boomerangs.
Yeah, I wanna hit some boomerangs, then get home. Anyway, okay, so Dad has 1 boomerang.
So it's been in his closet for my whole life, which is almost 40 years now, you know. You want everything in your dad's closet, you know. And I've wanted this
Not
boomerang.
everything.
Hey, yo, actually, wicked, defo, no. Where am I gonna put all of these hero clicks? Where am I gonna... Anyway, okay.
Well, I've wanted to play with it forever.
Okay.
He wouldn't let me when I was a kid. And now I have kids, which was like, Dad, my kids want to see the boomerang. Can we take the boomerang out? They're really into, like, they really want to throw it in the yard. You know, it's just a yard. It's not like it's going to go into a forest. And he won't let me still. Like, he changes the subject.
Wow, this boomerang's really been on your mind, huh?
Yeah, my whole life.
Let me
And if
ask
I
you a
don't get
question. Has your dad ever used it?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Okay, but not to your knowledge. It's
Not to
not
my
like
knowledge.
he's allowed to throw it.
I think he
and
got
you're
it.
not.
He got like the 3rd one, and he was just like,
Yeah.
no one touched
Hey, can I
the
tell you
boomerang.
something? While I sympathize with you, and I definitely do, I think I'm gonna side with your dad here, because he had 3, and then his friend was like, let's lose them. And suddenly 2/3 of his boomerang stock was gone.
I will tell you some sad news, and I think a lot of you will probably be able to attest to this. If you don't know what you're doing, here's what your experience with throwing the boomerang is going to be like. You're going to throw this boomerang. It is going to go some distance. Then you're going to walk over and pick it up from where it fell. This has been my only experience with the boomerang, and I've tried it many times.
Right.
At that point, it's basically just a Frisbee, except with a Frisbee, you experience very little disappointment when it doesn't come back to you.
Right, this is as expected.
In fact, I would say if a Frisbee did come back to you, that's way more exciting than if a boomerang did.
You could maybe go out to the yard with your kids and pretend like you're throwing a boomerang.
Oh, God, that's chilling.
And do it for so long where he's like, well, this is worse. This is obviously worse that this is happening. I'd rather not have a boomerang than have this.
Yes, maybe tell your dad, here's the plan. You're gonna take it out and gently toss it between 2 people and tell your kids that's what throwing a boomerang is.
But it's
And
a
they're-
boomerang. You could go like this with the boomerang. That was almost a fucking disaster. You could go like this with a boomerang, and it would go whoosh, whoosh, right into a sewer drain. You don't know with boomerang. It's a mean toy.
I have an idea. It's 2019. Buy a drone and tape the boomerang to it. It's like all the boomerang with none of the practice. You can make it do whatever and shoot cool videos.
So Dad, can I play with your boomerang? No. Can I strap a robot to it and fly it high up in the sky? Yeah, okay,
That's good.
seems good. Does that help?
Yes, thank you.
We didn't know it doesn't. Hold on.
No, it does.
We didn't tell you how to steal your dad's boomerang, which is the way that this was always going to go.
You're going to need an identical boomerang. Because here's the thing. We've just met, but I've been in your head. Because I know at this point, you're an adult, and you could buy a boomerang.
Right.
And that's not the point. You want your dad's boomerang.
You want your dad to not have the boomerang. And you can't buy that.
And at this point, would your dad even notice?
I don't know. I don't know if he like checks at night.
Yes.
Now,
Your dad would not notice.
I will tell you this. You will do this heist, and it will go over the fence into the neighbor's yard who has the big dog, and then you and your friends will form a lifetime bond, trying to dredge up the courage to get over that fence and get it back. And it's been a while since I've seen The Sandlot, but imagine I made a funny reference.
Here is your biggest risk. You go through a lot of planning, a lot of work. You hire Brad Pitt. He eats the whole time.
Yeah.
You steal this boomerang. You get it, you're successful. You put it in your closet. The next day, your kids say, let's play with the boomerang. You open the closet, it's gone. It's back in your dad's closet.
Right.
It's the world's best boomerang.
Does that help?
Yes, thank you
Thank
very
you.
much.
Thank you, Jessica.